Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you here. Are you hungry? Did you come for some bread? I hope so, because I got a nice loaf for you today. Our loaf of bread today comes from the poet and mystic named Rumi, a fellow whose writing I adore, whose insights transcend reason and cut to the heart of matters. This particular quote is quite famous. It makes the rounds in social media and other places, so you may be familiar with it. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. What a beautiful, beautiful passage. Every time I read it, I get goosebumps. Now, this is radical acceptance, my friends. A lot of the videos I've put out so far and a lot of my philosophy revolves around mastering the mind, managing the contents of the psyche, weeding out irrational beliefs, cultivating holistic beliefs, cultivating qualities that I value deliberately, using the mind. But there are times when the mind runs out of usefulness. There are times when the mind is no longer capable of doing what you need. And that's when you have to go to the heart. This passage from Rumi that I just read to you is a great strategy for when all of your cognitive tools and tricks fail you and you start to feel depressed or angry or sad. This is the strategy that I use because there's no way around it, at least for me. No matter how good I am, no matter how diligent I am with my practice, no matter how much I fill my mind with the kind of thoughts that I want to feel and experience habitually, no matter what I do, there are still bad days or days where I experience misery or depression or boredom. And when that happens, I resort to this passage, this advice that Rumi gives us. I mean, just listen to this. Welcome and entertain them all. A depression, a meanness, a joy, whatever it is, it's there, it's at the door, it's coming in. So you might as well treat each guest honorably. Even if they wreck your house, how do you know that that's not for the better? How do you know that they're not preparing for a renovation or a remodeling? Before you can renovate, you got to demolish. I worked in construction for many years. I did lots of renovation. And before you can renovate, you got to demolish. And sometimes that's what these things are doing. You got to demolish what's there within before you can build up something that's better. So instead of repressing your emotions, instead of fighting it, instead of trying to keep the door locked and barring it, let them in. Let the guests in. And this isn't just some new age woo-woo nonsense. When he says, be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. It's true. All of your emotions are guides, especially the negative ones. Suffering tries to show you the source of itself. When you're angry, if you just experience anger and you don't give it any thought, if you repress it or fight it or resist it, you're not going to learn from it. But if you let the anger in and treat it like a guest, if you meet the anger at the door laughing, it's going to dissipate very quickly. And then you'll be able to learn whatever message that anger was bringing you. Live well, my friends.